Hi, my name's Ahmad Jabbir. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and at the start of the pandemic, I started a project where I met 100 people from all around the world. In a span of 7 months, I ended up meeting people from 89 cities and 45 countries. And this is my story. So growing up, talking to people was extremely uncomfortable. I absolutely hated it. The few times I did try to speak to people, I just ended up being called shy at the end of the conversation. And honestly, that word would feel like a punch right in the face. I made a decision that I never, ever wanted to be called shy again. So at the start of the pandemic, I found out about Rob. Rob is a man on a mission to meet 10,000 people. And so I thought to myself, if Rob's meeting 10,000 people, what's stopping me from meeting 100? So that same day, I got a whiteboard and I wrote on it, my name is Ahmed, I'm from Toronto, I'd love to hear your story. I posted about my project in this Facebook group with over 150,000 global members. I ended up getting people from hundreds of different cities all around the world commenting, saying they would be interested to participate in my project. And that's what just led me to the start of it. The 5 things I learned from this project are: 1, that I make a lot of assumptions about people. 2, people are kinder than I thought. 3, that taking the time to listen to someone can go a really long way. 4, there's a ripple effect when I stretch myself outside of my comfort zone socially. And 5, more social interactions will always lead to more opportunities. One person that really impacted me was Bojana. Bojana is a dancer from Serbia with an absolutely amazing spirit. But 5 years ago, she was in the wrong place, in the wrong time, and was caught in a shooting that happened in a festival. Afterwards, they had to amputate her left leg. And I was stunned, because after she had shared her story, she was just smiling, as if it didn't even happen. She made me realize just how often I make assumptions about people. Growing up, I'd always struggle with trusting people and strangers. Just when meeting these random people on the internet, I just didn't expect so much kindness would flow from them. I'll always remember this. At the end of my, 15th call actually, right when we were about to hang up, they said, "Ahmed, if it's okay with you, I'd like to send you a gift." And at that point, I'm like, come on, there has to be a catch. Like, what are they trying to sell me? But there was none. They genuinely just wanted to pass kindness on. And so they had this book, one of their favorite books, they thought I would enjoy reading. And they were right. It ended up being a phenomenal book. And I couldn't believe that this stranger actually sent me a gift. It was like a bubble burst moment for me. So I'd spoken to someone, and a few months afterwards, they just randomly reached out to me. And they're like, "Ahmed, I'd love to send you a letter." I obviously said, sure. So I got the letter a few weeks later, and I opened it. And they shared that they were going through such a rough time when we had first spoken. I didn't even know that they were going through a rough time, but just having someone hear them out and listen made a huge difference in their own life. There's some people I'm definitely still in touch with and I'm quite close with now. One of them is my current girlfriend. She was number 60, and afterwards we ended up dating. A second person is my mentor. My mentor is somebody that I really look up to because they had a very similar childhood as me. Knowing where they are in their career is making such a huge impact on me. And others too, they got me connected to the CEO of the apparel brand Discomfort. I now work for them. 3 big things that came out of it, and those are just the 3 main things. Since this project, so many cool things have happened afterwards. I ended up writing a letter to each person I met for my project. A lot of times after the call, we'd say, if you ever come to my city, come visit me, come say hi. I wanted to make sure that they really knew that I meant what I said. So inside each letter that I sent every person, I included a ticket that said free Ahmed Toronto tour. I even did a TEDx about my project and what I learned from it. So overall, I gained so much even after this project ended.